Hi, thanks for having me. And welcome, friends. My name is Aniyia Williams. We are going to talk about what it takes to build a better tech future. So, building a better tech future to me means building a world where technology is purposed for collective well being. It is not utopia, but it is ethical, sustainable, and mutualistic. I like to look at this through the lens of these five rules. One, fuck the status quo. Two, minimize harm, maximize shared prosperity. Three, design with human nature in mind. Four, reshape the role of markets. And five, figure out what role you're going to play. I'm going to try to touch on each of these in the next few minutes. So let's get into it. Okay, rule number one, fuck the status quo. Dominant tech culture was built on ideas of empowerment, access, equality, but those don't really ring true anymore. And the shifts that we need to see are not going to happen within the largest companies of our time, but at the margins of our industry. Change isn't easy, but the more that we resist it, the more pain we experience. And having the ability to grow and change, especially yourself, is everything. It's easy to get comfortable with things that are wrong, but the problem with comfort is that if you only ever look for that, you will never find truth. Greatness doesn't come from staying within your comfort zone, and change is going to happen anyway, with or without you. So, we can make a choice today about what role we want to play. At the most, are you going to be a leader of change? And at the least, will you be able to keep up? Rule number two, minimize harm, maximize shared prosperity, and collective good. I believe in values of mutualism, inclusivity, responsibility, and accountability when we talk about tech and tech culture. And knowing that the antidote to inequality is mobility. And if we want to move people up the income ladder, then we're going and have healthy and thriving futures, then people are going to need to have their basic needs met. And so thinking about how we build technology that helps us build a world where people are entitled to and able to access good health care, a safe place to live, to rest, to sleep, clean air, clean water, healthy food, an honest and useful education, a livable wage, or resources that can satisfy their other essential needs, and an equal vote. These are the basics, and there is enough for everyone. Rule number three, design with human nature in mind. This is one of my favorites. Thanks to the internet, power is moving from the tops of hierarchies to distributed networks. And community power is a growing space on a spectrum between the poles of government and capitalist power. And this system lives or dies by trust. So we have to build responsibly. We do not want technology that exacerbates the worst qualities within us as humans, like selfishness, indifference, sadism, greed, detachment, or moral disengagement. We want technology that helps people make values aligned judgments, cooperate and compromise, have self awareness and self control, provide value to other people, influence what happens to them, and adapt to ever changing environments. Rule number four, reshape the roles of markets. And by markets, I mean the ways that we buy and sell things and produce things as humans. There's a basis of exchange, and they don't always have to be exploitative. They can be designed in many different ways. Markets are not forces of nature. They are extensions of human behavior that are driven by the incentives that we design them to have. So we need markets that seek to balance people, purpose, and profit, where capital is primarily leveraged as a tool to accomplish social goals, and profit is merely a measuring stick by which we make sure that things are running effectively and sustainably. Rule number five, figure out what role you're going to play. The tech we want, as I said, is technology that's purposed for collective well being. And if you work in this industry, you are uniquely positioned to be an agent of change. Tech is an amplifier, tech is an accelerant. It moves culture and it scales market behavior faster than any other time in history. Tech is a series of tools that we use to tame or harness nature, and that includes human nature. And right now, we need technical infrastructure that helps a distributed network of people work together. Things that create alignment and share one central source of truth. things that help people make decisions together, and things that move resources like money to the right people at the right time to solve the right problems. So start with yourself and what's close to home. And when the problems feel too big and overwhelming, focus on what you can handle. Lower the stakes. Think about what you can consistently show up and do. Master that, grow from there, and commit to a lifetime of learning. Be curious, be open, be flexible, be willing to admit when you're wrong, and know that you don't get everything right the first time. None of us does. So, here again are my 5 rules for building a better tech future. 1, fuck the status quo. 2, minimize harm, maximize shared prosperity. 3, design with human nature in mind. 4, reshape the role of markets. And 5, figure out what role you're going to play. And remember, all life is humans trying to figure out and decide what the fuck we're going to do with each other every damn day. Thank you.